Hola, and welcome to Pure Confident Mujer, the podcast designed for jefas and jefitas of the professional world, the first generation professionals. From triumphs to challenges, we're here to share the stories that inspire you to become the jefa of your dreams. Welcome back to another episode for Career Confident Mujer. And today we are going to be talking about something that is my favorite topic as a recovering people pleaser. Today we are going to be talking about how you need to learn how to say no, set your boundaries, and stop being a people pleaser and identify what are the root causes of your behavior and help you live a more fulfilling and authentic lifestyle where you put yourself first and you stop letting other people take on your schedule, burden you with their responsibilities, and you just say yes to everything because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, okay? So let's start diving in. I want to let you know that I feel for anyone that is currently overwhelmed with responsibilities that are not their own because they have said yes to so many other people because they feel bad, they want to help everyone, but you cannot save the world. You actually helping other people and taking on their responsibilities is furthering them to not become independent, to not realize what they need to get themselves through to the next chapter because you are just taking all the lessons on for them. So I myself have always been a people pleaser. And I think first, if you struggle with this, you want to understand what is the root of this. If you said no, what is your fear of what will occur? For me, it was like, I want people to like me, right? I don't want people to be mean. I hate confrontations. I hate confrontations. I don't want to stand up for myself where I feel like I have to argue. Like, I just don't want to rock the boat. That was definitely my reasons of why I always was people pleasing. But it's important to understand what that root is because really, when you think about it, and you kind of call out your fear and you bring it to light, you're putting into understanding and perspective of what that fear is. So, for example, that fear for me was, well, what if people don't like me because I say no? Well, you need to also respond to that and say, well, people in your life that you want to, I would say, have their approval, but really, when you even think of that, should you be seeking anyone's approval of you? Like, don't you want to be with people that genuinely like you and are authentically drawn towards you and want the best for you? So, do I even want to put that on other people where I'm afraid that they will not be my friend? Like, if they're not going to be my friend, am I even losing a good friend if that is the case, that is a decision, right? Like, sometimes we have to put out there why we do not like or why we have fears around saying no. Is it because you feel guilty? Sometimes I would feel so guilty saying no to things and like I didn't have a plan. Like, when someone invites you out and you're like, ugh, that was my weekend. I was going to relax, or that's my weekend. Like, I just didn't want to do anything because I've been overwhelmed lately. And someone like guilt trips you and like, you need to go. I need you there, blah, 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 and you're like, oh man. And then you start feeling guilty. And then when you're going to the event, you just don't even want to go. You're not even in a good mood. And it's like, why did you say yes to something that you knew you were going to be happy for? And maybe it's hard for you to even say like, no, right? So for me, a trick that I've done is like, okay, I'll check my calendar and get back to you. Like, that was so hard for me because at the beginning, I used to always be like, yeah, I can do it. Like, I'm free that day. I don't have anything scheduled that day, so I'm good, right? But the reason that you need to set yourself aside to think about if you really want to do it before you make the decision to say yes to something. You need to take a step back and assess if that is really aligned with where you want to be. As a career confident mujer, you need to often think about what you are doing in your day-to-day activities, how you are spending your free time, your energy, how you are investing that, because you want to get somewhere one day. So all of these small actions lead to something bigger. So you saying yes to all the birthday parties, you saying yes to all the outings, you saying yes to babysitting your friends' kids, babysitting your sister's kids, you saying yes to all of these different people is saying no to you and to your goals and to your dreams, because you're taking time and energy away from developing you. If you're at the end of the day burnt out and tired, then you're not going to want to do other things. And you also say no to yourself because you've already pre-committed yourself to things that are not even your own responsibility. And it's important that I want you to understand that there are givers and takers in this world. And some people, if you are watching this so far, you're probably a giver. You'd like to give and you don't find any problem giving. But the thing is that there are some people out there that are takers and have no problem taking you until you are dry. Okay. I have had many friendships, quote unquote, friendships that I thought were there. And at the end of the day, when I stood my ground and said no to inappropriate behavior, they switched up so fast. They did a smear campaign on me. And it was like crazy that out of nowhere, they have no problem like just blindsiding you with their actions, because takers are takers and givers are givers. So if you are a giver, know that you have to establish boundaries with your giving. It is okay to have a giving heart. And I want you to take away this as your lesson, because part of big thing of what I do with Career Confident Mujer is we talk about real life situations, but also how you can still be authentic to who you are at the end of the day. I don't want you to be a person that has to be cold hearted because people are out there are going to take advantage of you. I still want you to have a big heart. I still want you to have a giving spirit, and that is what is inside of you. But you need to have boundaries as to who gets that side of you. Who are you letting into your life that you can please? Like I heard this one quote one time where it's like, I am a people pleaser, but the people that are in my circle like are well deserving of me pleasing them, because they're not going to take advantage of that effort, right? Someone that's in your corner isn't going to let you take on all these burdens. I have people now in my life when I'm like, oh, I can help you with that. They'd be like, girl, you are so busy. Stop. You don't need to do that. I got it. Don't worry about that. This is my responsibility. Like, people that are on that level will understand, but the takers won't, right? So know your boundaries, know how to say no. And you can respond if you have problem like, I'll check my calendar and I'll get back to you, or let me see what's going on for me that week and I'll definitely get back to you, but I'm really interested, right? Put it out there, but you don't have to commit right away. The biggest part that I want you to learn from this is in people pleasing, and why you should step away from it is because at the end of the day, I want you to live for you. I want you to live out your own goals and stop living for the affirmation of other people. You are worthy and you have so much going on for you. So if you struggle with people pleasing, I want you to take a step back and I want you to clear your calendar of everything and anything that you're doing for other people and reset and see, where are you putting yourself into this calendar. Start doing more self-care activities. Start doing things that make you happy and excited. Start going out with your friends that motivate you. Connect with the community that can uplift you. Not where you're taking on more or it's adding to your plate, but instead it rejuvenates you, it fulfills you. That is the type of lifestyle that you want to live. So Think about how you're doing this in your personal life. Think about how you're doing this in your work life and be able to make those changes so that you can be the career confident mujer that you deserve to be. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast episode as we focus on these really strong characteristic traits that you can build so you can be more successful in your career, because you're not going to get far if you're always pleasing other people, if you're always walking around like you don't want to offend somebody, because there are those people that no matter how nice you are, how wonderful of a person you are, they will always find the bad. So stop, trying just to overcompensate and live an authentic lifestyle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share with your other amigas. Until next time, bye. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Career Confident Mujer. I hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to fuel your own career journey. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Remember, you are not alone on this path. Take care and remember that you deserve it, mujer.